Hey, welcome back to Tactics Talk with Guido, and I have a platoon of heavy bottom tier tanks here. We're in a 357 in our tier 6 Tigers. I'm in the Tiger 6, which is the Japanese clone, and Rocketman and Straka are in the Tiger 131, which are essentially the same tanks from different nations. We're bottom tier, as I mentioned, and we've headed up here into the city in the northwest in Live Oaks. You'll notice that most of our team comes this way. This is a little bit unusual. When I looked at the team setups and we were initially talking about this, we thought we might be able to go down on the tracks, but as we looked at it, there was a Pershing, the RHM, 3 artillery, some decent scouts, and some pretty good hold down fighters like the T-29 and the ARL. And we figured, you know what, if we go down on the tracks down there and we get stopped at all and the rain already starts raining on us, we're probably going to have a bad day. So let's see what we can do up in town. Interestingly, this went against the current meta. Most of the tanks are going to end up in a big brawl up in the town up here. So let's see how this works out. This crossing point right here can be dangerous. If there's somebody over there in the small buildings, I get across unspotted. Looks like I'm going to have some guys come raging across, but they don't. The ARL dodges, and then here comes the IS-2, and unfortunately, he sees me and hammers me right there. So I'll move up a little bit here. I'm looking for a shot on this 131 if I can get it. And he sits there, and then he backs up, and we try to put it into his front, and it looks like into his track. You'll see that I've got liberal amounts of gold. Since the buff on this tank, it's actually a pretty decent tank, mostly for the gun. You see that there's a KV-3 there, and I'm not in a great spot right here. My side is exposed to that KV-3 a little bit, but I do have the Oni to my right, and I'm hoping that he keeps that guy honest. But he's poking out a little bit. He's hitting the Oni. And I'm looking for someone to cross this little sliver. That sliver right there, you should know this spot. It can hammer people trying to move across right there. KV-3 gets hit. I see that he's tracked. I'll just pop over here, put a shot into him. This short 88 is a fantastic little gun now. Light him on fire, hurt him, and he tries to move off. Now I am worried about artillery. There are 3 of them right there. Here he comes again, so let's go ahead and shoot him. And I got stunned by the artillery that was probably shooting at the Oni to my right. Now I'm thinking about getting across. I want to get across and change the angle on these guys. You start getting up in their face. The M6 is there, but I know that there's the 01. He hits him. There's another 01, and then there is a Tiger. And holy cow, lots of stuff shoot at me. Fortunately, I only get hit by the T-29 and HE out of a WZ-131. He'd have done a lot better to shoot me with something other than that. So we come over here. Nope, nothing there. Looking for a shot. What's going on? Oh, the O1's coming out. We'll shoot. Don't get anything out of him there, but the reload's pretty fast. He's not paying attention, so we'll go ahead and put a shot there, try to track him. Pull back a bit. There's quite a few down there, so still. I'll spit some kind of word out here in a moment. Shot into the O1. He's not paying attention, so this allows me the opportunity to just sit here and hammer him, and down he goes. And let's disappear from artillery. Now we've got a KV-2 over here who's just taking down the Pershing. And an 01. And what I did not know, and it took me a while to realize, which is why I misplay this for the most part, is he's running the 107. So he's got the long gun. I didn't actually notice that as I came around the corner the first time. All I was thinking was derp gun. So I come in there and I'm thinking I got time, and then I'm like, oh man, he's got the bloody 107. He just reloaded, and I'm bouncing right and left, and now I'm a one-shot to this silly KV-2 and his 107. So definitely misplayed right in there, and I'm trying to get around this corner. I know I've got some friends and I need some help, so I'm just backing up and I'm thinking, well, I'm dead. Surely he's going to shoot me. That little pause right there was actually my cursor and my mouse leaving the screen and going over to my secondary screen right at about the worst time possible. The good news is this guy's having issues aiming for whatever reason as well. Is not able to kill me, and I live, so quite a bit of luck right there. But I'd keep fighting, keep working on it. I'm just trying to go dark from artillery. I really don't want to get splash killed right here. And right now I'm telling Straka, stop pushing, Straka. And he's YOLO! And of course that's a bad idea. There's an RHM There's the medium, the little, what do we got going on there? The 3001, and worse than all of that is the Pershing with his good view and 3 artillery. So they are clearly all turtled up in their corner. Our Pudel has moved along the tracks, fought them a little bit down there. So good on him for actually going to that flank and making sure it didn't get swept up. But there goes Straka. Obviously pushing towards that corner was a bad idea. There's just too much stuff stacked up down there. Now I'm swinging back just in case the cap gets threatened, but the Pudel is continuing to live, so I'll cut back this way. And my concern is that there's something moving up through the bottom here, and we get the 3001. There's the RHM. The Pudel has not sighted the Pershing. My concern then, like I said, is that the Pershing is hiding somewhere in here. Maybe up in there or in one of these bushes back over here. But turns out he's actually back in the corner, so I'm approaching as carefully as I can. Having swung back to take care of cap if I need it. The good news is that that Sturb is back there as well, guarding it. So between the Pudel and the Sturb, I have enough time to get back and warning. Canary in the coal mine kind of thing. I can get back if I have to. So let's move up to these buildings in the center and see if I can't start sighting these guys. The Oni and the IS-2 look to be pushing out of the buildings and towards them. So let's just give that a second to develop. I'm a 95 hit points, so I'm a one-shot to nearly everything out there. Pretty much everything. Even a splash is going to take me out. So at 2100, not too bad. 2113 assisted, bottom tier heavy. So I'm looking here. Let's move up now, and I'm going to dive down into this lower area here, which is going to mask me from the rest of the guys. There he is, the Pershing. So I can get a little bit closer on my approach without being spotted, so I don't drive through the open. Pershing gets hit. This Pershing's not very good, not very bright. Got him lit. We'll just come up over here just to where I've got the depression. No need to come up higher. Take a shot on him. Spam that gold. Another shot into him, and someone will end up killing him. There he goes, and I won't get any more hit points out of this, so 2562. Ace tanker in the HT number 6. Japanese tier 6 premium tank. German design. But just a good example of city fighting in a low tier heavy, being as careful as possible, getting those shots in when I can, pushing forward, facilitating the rest of the team moving forward, helping them as best I can, and then a quick flex back. But in this case, I show a lot of videos where I flex back and it's important. In this case, it wasn't necessarily important, but I still stand by that initial flex back to see, all right, what's going on? All right, we're fine. Let's go ahead and start moving forward in a coordinated manner. And of course, giving Straka multitudes of crap for driving out in the open and his near dead 131 and dying, pushing the cap right there. All right, guys, hope you like what you saw. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, we will see you. Make sure you support the channel.